But
Yeah.
That's just a transition area. We have the same thing with the small dog. I know.
Don't they have booties for those dogs?
No, no, rinse it, it's like a rinsing cup, and then you pull it
Well,
out.
it's painful, the dogs walk on the saw, and then if they walk in the snow.
True.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't put
My
much
dog
salt
starts
on.
limping all the time.
I actually have a lotion, like a dog-safe lotion for their cats.
Hello, Melissa.
Hello, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
So your Keystone printing pad, that many of them?
Yes.
Yep, I got one too.
Yeah.
We get boxes of
Must have
them.
been standard, must have been standard issue.
No, is there any?
Yeah.
I wonder how long it's gonna be doing that.
Oh, we can, quick approve entry and then take a picture? Yeah, we can do that, so Tom doesn't have to be here. Yeah, we can, yeah, and then we will have to ask for public comment. Okay. Okay.
Right, the film.
We're filming this?
Yeah.
What those?
This is what I understand, is he has the right to film every part of the
What's that?
Oh, Thomas.
Honest, looking
This is
sharp.
all in that
Wow,
brush.
look at that.
This is for the picture.
So,
Yeah, he's
I
dressed
love
up for
it.
picture.
I
You
love
can wear
it.
your tie.
This is right up the alley.
Is that dress for impress?
Ah, you did, you're doing it.
So what do you do?
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta run home quick.
I was looking into.
Get your
Pharmacy jacket on? Yeah, put my laptop on. Yeah.
Did you see Morgan's picture in paper this morning?
Huh.
Yesterday morning. She was in for the, no, this morning, she was in for the MLK Day of
Oh, yeah?
Service,
Find
yeah.
out information whether it
Yeah.
would be-
That's excellent.
and he's
Hi,
also-
how are you?
I'm good. Should I hang my coat out here? Is there
If you like, sure, if you wanna hang it on your chair,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Alright, thanks.
And he's-
Yeah, she emailed me just this morning,
Okay.
she can't make it, cause she auditioned for this
Travis
school play.
come in and-
Yeah,
Called her back.
is he gonna run?
Okay. Yeah, they're doing Into the Woods.
Yeah, okay.
To the work.
And
Yeah.
did this.
Okay.
He's also putting the customers. But anyway,
Cast, I'm interested to see how well that.
I was curious as to if anyone's done both AP Road
By
and
the way, I went over to
Yeah.
Shaler.
I took both of those as a sophomore, he was a freshman now, right?
Yeah, and he's not.
Yeah.
Good.
So
I had
I
Saturday
took,
night.
I took instrument second year computer class, which was AP.
Is there any
Science.
Bible
And
What do you
like,
like?
Anywhere you
a lot of
like.
his games are movies like
Well,
that.
he's thinking-
So,
he's
I don't
thinking-
know, it's sound last week that would sign on the property.
Okay, so he's good.
So I stopped at Saucony and picked up a crowler of the run barrel aged maple
I can
mixture.
change
How
it,
was
but
that?
he's talking about
It's
next
very good, there's a little, it's very potent, it's 9.5%. You definitely get the rum taste.
Yeah.
Dawn
It's
didn't
like
like
my
it.
daughter.
She loves the maple mixture.
Yeah, it's meant,
But she did not like the
she
rum.
probably.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah,
What's
like
that,
that.
the class semester?
I like the rum.
This semester,
Yeah.
there's more work.
There's, it's gonna be homework.
So I dumped some
But
crowler
handle
into
injuries and great
there's
a lot
no
of
crowler
stuff.
reserved there for the night. I punched it in the
Like more good stuff. Mr. Hendricks, US classes by noon. Yeah, Mr. Hendricks is US teacher, and he does a great job with their exam, as does Mr. Graham.
Is this my
As far as
copy?
Yeah, this
computer
is
science,
I modified some of these
they're just taking it off. It's worth just.
Yeah, I can really
Like, for example,
feel it
I took that class and I run into, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I forgot the dress, I'm sorry.
I'm
not with this seat either.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I hear from you guys and just take it out, like I get that it's not,
Yeah, it's just
like
like
we're all good. It leaves the door open for me.
See if
It's not a question of
ice cream.
as a freshman, it's
We had like the same
not
rice
that.
truck there.
Probably seems like a big deal, but like in hindsight, like it's like, oh, I don't know. I think he's better off to take it
Ah,
off.
Then I modified it a little bit with the,
Yeah.
that's one for you.
Okay.
Because I think it's a first conference.
Okay.
We need a lot of other discussion outside of this realm.
Yeah, that's great.
On this.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on the class.
Right.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
And after that, you know, hearing if there is any other change. But, it's
I didn't know what to
Yes.
expect.
No.
Because the way that was
Yeah. Yes.
Some things you
Yes, Mr. Golden Ladle, the superintendent's like, yeah, I don't think you make it. Everybody's working on I'm saying. I thought it was eating a stick of melting with some mushrooms.
Yeah, sour cream. Did they have a good turnout? No. No, they were, so I didn't even see any advertising for it, and they didn't come to me, it was like 2 months. I was like, oh, they didn't send me any communication, I was told. Because usually we have this meeting and you go, hey, I know, I get extra. They totally.
What did they tell me, last year's was 400, this year was 250, Michelle.
I was like,
I don't think that, I chatted. You know, is Angela coming?
I was at a basketball game.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Who was winning? I had to get out 100. Who was it? Sleep like 100.
Yes. Yeah.
the pictures over in this area. I just have a tool away from the stand.
Oh, okay. It is for
It'll take 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Professionally rearranged.
Happens.
And he's thinking about
Yeah.
but, you know, so he's feeling overwhelmed.
It's like, that's a good idea for him. I mean, at the end of the day, it's his call.
Yeah, he knows.
I was gonna say to you, between you and I, if you're going to take us for the,
Sorry.
were you the working it out?
All right, everybody, can I get everyone's attention?
You're all with your friends, so I wasn't reading.
He was at my house.
By the way, I ran into.
All right, welcome everybody. We'd like to call this first meeting of 2020 of the rec board to order. First thing on our agenda will be to approve our alternate appointment of Eric Donahue to rec board to serve another term, and an alternate member of Andrea Berger. So moved, second by Kate.
Thanks. Means a lot.
Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. And now we will take our annual rec board photo. Hopefully Andrew's doing. Oh yeah, should we wait? Should we give her a minute? Or?
Are we waiting?
Walk
Said,
slowly
I
to the
think
post.
I forgot the
We don't wanna keep
latest
Tom here all
softball
night,
practice.
so.
Where, she not
Hold
coming?
on,
Okay.
are you not coming?
We can Photoshop. We really can.
I lived right by there when they blasted our house show.
Oh, yeah, we can get right there over there.
Yeah.
She is not coming.
Okay. Now we know.
Certainly sit. We're just gonna, we're gonna put 4 seats. And then if the other 6 people can stand between the seats to start. So somebody can stand here, here, and then here, here. Whoever would like to sit, whoever would like to stand.
Well, you can't stand.
We can't stand next to each
Todd,
other.
you gotta split
Well, on either end.
I go this way.
Oh, I'm sitting next to the guy with a tie.
You gotta split Steve and I.
Yeah, because you guys have the same color.
Scoochie over.
Right? Yes,
We have to move over.
Scoochie which way? Us or you guys?
Looks good. Do me a favor, just pull those in a little bit, I have those sitting back too far, it's a little awkward if you're part of it. One, two, three.
One take and done.
It's not fair. It's a skinny guy with one chin.
And a tie.
That's good, let me take 1 or 2 more, just like that.
All right.
Are you out of breath?
I'm a little uncovered with flank.
I think he's.
Do you want me to sit up taller, Steve?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Let me just look at it real quick.
Oh wait, my hair wasn't right.
I should have left it right here. No. You can tell me all they want
This is like a family
Nobody
Christmas
told you
card
you got
photo.
cameras.
Just pick the best one.
There we go.
Perfect.
More than one good.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Look at that.
Andrew, you got your
Thank you
Jensen's
for
eyeball.
taking that.
Again.
All right. We will call for public comment. No public comment? Okay.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But we are being videotaped, so everyone's aware.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next will be reorganization for 2020. So this is at the point of the meeting where we have to elect a president for this year.
I nominated Eric Estabrook to be president of Rec Board for 2020.
I second that.
I would third it if we had to.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
I accept, yes.
All those,
Just as long as we're done with the pie contest.
all those in favor?
Anyone opposed?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well done. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
Golden
you.
ladle, golden
Yeah,
ladle,
right.
and
It
reappointment.
goes along with that.
In 2 days.
Okay, then, minutes from our November meeting. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? Okay, motion carries. Our financial report.
Financial report. You should have all received this in the email. This is the final version of it. Most of this we've talked about as the year has progressed. We now have full numbers, everything filled out. On the revenue side, ran pretty much on track ahead of our revenues by a little over $12,000, caused primarily by $5,000 additional revenue for swimming pool fees, all but $2,000 additional pool concessions. Playground fees were up over $5,000. Other than that, the facilities rentals held fairly steady, and then the other programs, the tennis fees, the adult programs, pretty much right on point. The only offset, the recreation ticket sales were down, but again, that washes if you go down to the expense side. That tends to just be a small.
It's our commission.
Commission
That's why there's
fee.
more revenue than
Correct.
expense.
Yeah, so we made commission, we didn't sell as much, we didn't gross as much in the revenue on the recreation tickets. On the expense side, you'll see the number that looks strange on here, the general maintenance up a bit. There was some pond repair work done at the stone house. The mowing numbers are down from what was budgeted, because the staff took over the mowing for the season. Again, the pool salaries, the playground staff, the tennis salaries, pretty much in line, little less than budgeted, which is an interesting statistic when you look at the fact that we have more revenue, and just tells you we had an efficient staffing, and well done to all the staffing on things. Again, some more mowing, pool maintenance, the playground green and grow. Green and grow is a term for the lawn and landscaping care
the contract.
and the contractor. So, same thing, you'll see the difference there in the fact that we did our own mowing. We're able to save some money. Supplies pretty much in line. The pool snack bar expense is up. We discussed that. That was the cost to fix the ice machine. And we did purchase, we purchased more product than we ended up being able to sell. So we overstocked it. Other than that, things in line. The rec improvements, which we've discussed in the past, much less than what was budgeted for that expense. That's mainly due to the categorization of the paving projects that get paid out of the street paving budget. because it was allocated to paving budget as opposed to the park facilities and to our budget. From programs and publications down, utilities pretty much in line. Obviously, the ice pond maintenance, there was no ice to maintain in 2019. Did it freeze? Are we gonna get any ice on this year?
You could probably skate tonight.
I saw people.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
people were saying they were gonna go out.
Yeah.
And then all of the other program items, the movie in the park, the egg hunt, the concert in the park, the fishing rodeo, the 4th of July parade actually came in under budget, lighting of the greens, all within budget, fall festival within budget. Memorial Day parade, point out one last time, well under the budget because it was offset by excess contributions that were brought in honor of Lila Bartlett, who passed away, and we used those funds to add some things in the parade, bagpipes, and a little bit of recognition to her. So, all in all, a good year, nothing crazy out of line. Any questions on the financials?
What do we do with the excess food that we make such as,
The fries?
is that what it was? Fries?
Yeah.
It's all
We
fries.
had like 40 bags of fries. They went to
So
the
you
Burke's.
could sell.
They went to the Burke's Food Bank.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Because I
If there's
contacted,
candy and stuff left, you could sell.
I contacted Wyomissing football if they wanted.
Soccer,
them.
football, stuff. but
Yeah, nobody
there's no
really
fryer
wanted
over there.
Nobody has a fryer really, so.
Because normally the excess candy stuff goes to the football program, doesn't it, or one of those programs? I thought they
Yeah,
found
we
that
usually
in the
kind of
past.
need it, yeah.
It was
Right.
just, like, it was
Really
really
fun.
empty except for the fries.
Yeah.
Right.
So Burke's Food Bank took it all.
Okay,
That's great.
so,
40 bags, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot of french fries.
I opened the
Yes.
first one with
Any questions for Randy in the financial
How
report?
many bags of french fries? 40?
Over budgeted.
We're gonna go pizza
Plus,
somewhere,
We were,
somewhere?
well, we were hoping that the football party, the end of the year football party at the pool, she had ordered a bunch of extra for that party.
Never happened.
It rained.
Yeah, we didn't have,
No, it was there, but it rained
yeah,
and thundered, so there was a delay.
kept down to eating.
so.
There was a delay on it.
Okay. All right. So do we need a
Yeah,
motion?
motion for the financial report by Eric. Second
Me?
by Natalie. Anyone opposed? All right, motion carries. All right, Rob, you're on.
I sent out my director's report to everybody. If there's any questions, I met with Eric Slotkin, who is the new president of the soccer club. Really great meeting, and he wants to do a lot of good things out there. We'll talk about the lease down the agenda here. Rec guide starting to work on that. Staff, last year's staff got all their letters. There's still a couple going out. Starting to get some come back already. We did some work, the lighting of the greens, putting all the lights up and taking them down. We did drain the pond and cleaned it out in hopes of getting some ice. So we'll see what happens with that. If anybody has seen the new bike fix-it station out on the
Heard about
trail,
that.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I've already seen a few people use it, to put air in their tires. Want to definitely give a good shout out to Helen Stratton Brown for the lighting of the greens. She came through last minute with our refreshments, and it was pretty nice of her to take that on. And Randy and I just met last week to discuss the Memorial Day parade, and good news, he'll talk about.
Don't steal my committee.
I'm not. I'm prepping. I got the bands lined up for the summer concerts, and working on soliciting sponsors towards that. And then just last week at the Borough Council meeting, Mike Fitzgerald came in and delivered a check to the borough, in which we get $1,500 and the police department gets $1,000. So we put that towards our playground program, the entertainment, things like that. And then I had a good conversation with Colleen from Econ Partners, who does a lot of grant funding. And we're working on some things with the borough about looking at funding sources for some potential projects, mainly the playground equipment over at Berkshire Heights to improve that. And then had a good time helping the Girl Scouts with their kickoff event, got to maintain their campfire for them. And Thomas, thank you, I was able to link the Instagram account with the Facebook account, and now I'll figure out how to try to post them. Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you, Rob. Okay, next will be committee reports. Do we have anything from any of the Greens?
I just wanna throw it out there to everybody who helped out, if they had any comments on it, suggestions, improvements, things like that.
Well, everything went well. There's still some open debate as to using the turkey fryer for the hot cider. Or
It just took a little while to get
back
used to.
All right,
Other than that,
go on.
I mean, it was fine then at the end, but that was it. It was just the open flame was a little,
Yeah,
just, you know, kids just running around like crazy.
yeah.
It sort of worked out.
Marshmallow roast, you can do with a lot of kids.
We did a pretty good job. Thomas like corralled the kids, and we
Tried.
We put the fire right there between those two half walls, and it really kept the kids at bay. And the sticks were great.
Yeah.
Those pretty
Big,
big
long,
long sticks. Yeah. A couple get used as weapons, I saw, but other than that, for the most part, I think it went well.
No, I think it went really well.
The Girl Scouts had a great idea of selling s'mores kits.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
a really smart idea.
They sold 99 s'mores kits at $1 a piece. So people would go over, buy their kit, which brought you, I guess, 2 graham crackers and chocolate, and then, well, the marshmallow you got
Yeah,
from us.
free. Right.
So, but they sold out.
Good.
Great.
Wagon rides okay?
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking was the first few, everyone was kind of packed in like sardines. We might have
Too many tickets?
we might have overfilled, but then strangely, the last Friday night, we only had like 4 or 5 people. So I
Yeah.
don't know if people didn't realize that there was one more right
Right.
after the ceremony, or if, but yeah, it was like kind of
Okay.
lopsided.
We can also look at different times for when they go off.
Okay.
That might be an issue.
I mean, the only suggestion I made, it's the same one, is to light the bigger
Like the bigger
tree.
tree? Yeah.
Other than that little tree next to the massive tree that everybody stares at every year waiting to get lit up, and all of a sudden the
Everybody's
small tree
around it.
gets lit up and you're looking at this big tree.
Yeah.
I mean, because we had the bucket trucks do it, they're up in these
Yeah,
massive
yeah.
trees.
We just have to have really hard ground to get in there and put them up,
Yeah.
because it's really soft around that tree.
Well, whatever, I mean,
Yeah.
if it works, it works.
Yeah.
You know, that would be the only suggestion.
Yeah, I heard several.
I've heard it for years.
comments.
I know.
Yeah.
Couldn't we send Eli up the center of the tree with the lights?
You could.
I like that.
Really?
It should be that big
It would be
tree.
massive. Yeah, it would be
It just should be.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that'd be it.
Alright, we used the tea lights this year, the LED tea lights in the
They
luminaires.
look great.
So now we can reuse those again next year, which is great, we don't have to throw away 100+ candles.
Right, good.
And who set the two lights up?
Uh,
Was it Earl or Scouts?
St. Thomas did.
It was me and, yeah.
It wasn't the Scouts, right?
I think Morgan started it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Morgan hopped in.
During the tree sale, right? So I thought they were doing that too, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, Memorial Day Parade.
Memorial Day Parade, yes, January is upon us. So this year, the Memorial Day Parade and ceremony will be May 23rd, that's Saturday morning again. Memorial Day is earlier this year, the holiday weekend, right?
It seems like it, but.
Yeah. So, Rob and I met, as he said, and laid out planning to extend the invitation to all of the bands and groups that will be in it, and I'll be in the process of contacting the other various groups, scouts, to handle the food concession. We're looking to add some things again this year. And the biggest news, I had extended an invitation to a grand marshal, and I'm excited to tell you that I received word from him yesterday that he's accepted our invitation to be our grand marshal. So the grand marshal this year is Chris Kay. Chris is a borough resident, he's a Marine, founder of I Am Able Foundation, and also Core Fitness. Most of you, I know who Chris is. So very excited to have Chris, anticipating that will bring some group participation to the parade. I'm anticipating giving him the opportunity to have his I Am Able, the cyclists, the adaptive cyclists, and some participation there, along with the chaos of the kids' bikes and scooters. So one other comment, Rob and I did explore, we're exploring a modification of the route, because one of these years I'm gonna have a Reading Buccaneer alumni drop over that little uptick hill there from at the top end of Downing, going up to Deborah. So we are looking at and I didn't ask you this, we're looking at turning it back down, for those of you familiar with the route, turning it back down Downing, and coming back through Mayfair, and then coming up the other side of the park instead of going. It's about the same distance, but it makes a couple of tight turns with some of the bigger fire apparatus, I'm not positive on. So,
There's never many people up on Denver anyway, is there?
well, no, the trouble with Denver is it's such a, they're large homes with big lots,
Right.
and there's just a handful of people.
There's nowhere to park, so someone can't park and go walk to that park.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, inevitably, I'm sure there'll be people in Denver that'll be disappointed, because there is a pocket of people that are always there and out on it, but, it used to come all the way up Downing. It used to come in Southampton and all the way up Downing. So we just need to finalize that before we put the
check
guy out. And
The
you're gonna
police
check
and
with
fire
police and
department
fire.
on that, that's
Yeah,
gonna affect
so,
it.
but we're excited, hoping that you guys will be around. I know a lot of people go away that weekend, but, we'll put out the request for the volunteers for the sign-in at the park and the handing out of the buttons. One thing that we tabled and didn't decide on is the theme for this year's, which we need to finalize now. I'm just kind of holding off to finalize our grand marshal first. So, but all good, everything in motion.
Good.
Very good. Okay. Moving on to old business. No old business. How about new business? Earth Day.
Okay, so Earth Day, this is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Last year, we did not have Earth Day due to Easter holiday falling in the same weekend. I've reached out to a bunch of people who have helped in the past. Everybody's excited to bring it back. So we scheduled it for April 25th, I believe, Saturday. We do have a meeting this Thursday at 2:30 here. So just
Oh, here, I forgot to tell you.
get everybody together.
Well, I was gonna tell you what that date was, I forgot to tell you. Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's the 25th.
Yeah,
And
that's a
have one.
Saturday in
It is.
April, yeah. So we really wanna make it a special day since it is the 50th anniversary. Anybody who wants to help out on that committee is more than welcome to. We'll have it down at Happy Hollow again.
What time is that start?
It's usually 10 a.m. to 1.
You said that meeting's coming up.
Just
Thursday.
Thursday at 2:30.
Thursday.
Okay,
Here.
Okay, anything else on Earth Day? If not, we will move into the soccer club lease.
Okay. Pull that up. Okay, I don't know if you all had a chance to read through the lease with my comments on them. Okay. So meeting with Eric Slotkin, we were in agreement that we need to change some of the wording in the lease about who's responsible for what maintenance out there, since the old lease had very vague language in it. And I kind of went over with him what we wanted to add to it. He had no concerns with it. He was gonna take it to his board. We are gonna add in this insurance clause and this indemnification clause, which was not in there, but is in the baseball lease. And then we did add all these maintenance responsibilities, which is more spelled out of what we are responsible for, as well as what they're responsible for.
Spelling that out doesn't change, I mean, it's gonna still hold traditionally as it was.
Correct. But we've added language about them cleaning the snack bar and restroom. And in speaking with Eric about that, he would like us to approve to put in there about having their concession stand be required to have a food license. For the simple fact that the people who work there will have to be safe certified, kind of like what Wall does.
Yeah, I think.
It protects the children.
Wall did that? Did you say Wall did it?
Wall, they do it, but it's not in their lease. Or that's what Eric said, he spoke with Mike Mack about it.
I think those safe serve regulations have actually recently tightened.
They have.
Yeah.
So I wanna put it to you guys to think if we wanna put it in there as required or as recommended.
Does that require a safe serve trained person to be
Yes.
present at all times?
At all times.
Where there's
If
food
they
being
find
prepared and
someone
served?
How hard is it to get
Work
safe serve
in
doing this?
It's not that hard, but if you have to have someone there all the time when the thing's open.
Right.
So it's a lot more pressure on them. We could also say that a member of their organization has to go take the course and has to just train the volunteers. It would be required to have a business license. He's just looking for a way to,
You know how hard it is to get people to work at concession stands?
Yeah.
Now you gotta work, now you have an excuse not to work.
right,
What all do they serve?
hot dogs, and fries, and candy, and ice cream. The scary part is they grill outside on a grill, that's
They do on the side.
not very clean.
Right.
So we're trying to protect the kids.
They don't have a fryer though, how,
They do, which
Oh,
we've told them numerous times is
they
illegal.
can't, they don't have an Ansel hood.
Right, so they have like one of those home basics
That's the one
fryers.
with the grease we've been
Yes.
sitting there for
Yeah.
forever.
Make them
Yes.
take it out.
Right.
And we did put in there that no grease frying will be allowed.
Grease is happening. We're using it here.
I mean, how much of this is our oversight as opposed to just the general
Right.
food like, what,
Yeah.
like, I don't know how.
So
much of
here,
this is
here's the way the
our
law, here's the way
responsibility.
the law is written. A nonprofit organization concession stand does not need to be licensed as a retail food facility.
Do you wanna ask Chris?
I can,
Yeah.
but it's,
Just ask our attorney.
Eric wants it just for an individual
Yeah,
that,
but that could open the can of worms for
Yeah.
anything else. Anybody else who wants that concession
Right.
stand.
Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, I agree that it's important, but at the same time, you're right, man, people say, I
Yeah.
can't help, I'm not,
Not certified.
and
not
there, and
certified.
there's, Penn State Berks offers classes just on nonprofit concession stand workers. Like, hey, don't reheat this food, don't do that, don't do this, wash your hands, wear gloves, kind of your common sense things.
What is this,
It's like McGraw.
what's the school
Forest
district
fires.
is?
No, that's a good
I
question.
would think the school district would have
My
like,
hunch is I go up to the school district, I'm gonna get a hot dog, but I don't have any plastic gloves on.
I'm sure that, yeah, that's.
It'll be quiet.
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, just from having seen the track.
You.
Actually, Brad's in there right now. Because I'm here.
yeah, call Brad.
Let's talk, let's ask.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I mean, is there any way we can just tell them you can't grill and you can't have it?
Yeah, we will definitely,
Because if it's just hot dogs, then it's pretty hard to mess up a hot dog. I mean, you would imagine.
Well, Walt does them on a roller, right?
Right, why, that's how we do it in the
They're
concession
just
stand.
But they have to be-
grill outside. It's not
by the
clean.
rule, it has to be at a certain temperature, you don't wanna serve it undercooked.
Right.
And if you don't have a meat,
Thousand people under.
Yes,
technically.
yeah.
Oh, I know.
I used to do it as a kid all the
Right,
time.
so did I.
2 in the morning.
I did not know that.
It's like ring bologna.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, I know it's ring balloon, but I didn't know
All
you
those
could eat it. Like, I
chemicals
just
in there,
assumed
it's
it's
not
Right.
all bad.
Nothing.
I don't know, I
There's
just
nothing
prefer-
I'm
about
pretty
it.
sure
I
you
prefer
wouldn't
it
even have to
cooked, I don't know.
refrigerate it and you still wouldn't get sick.
The pharmacist says it's okay.
Furthermore,
Never eaten
hot
a
dog's
raw hot
not
dog, I just said
the
I
most
eat a lot.
nutritious thing you should be
I think
eating
he lost
anyway.
control of this meeting.
Scrapple.
Not bad.
I mean,
Let's take it.
Scrapple's a different one.
Now, scrapple, now you're going.
It's all the
Okay,
same.
All right, back
So-
to the lease here.
Back to that lease. Some of the other things that I think, depending on how we wanna approach this, in the current lease, it says that if they have any tournaments, a fee is collected, admissions taken, is divided between the soccer club and borough. We've never really collected any of that money.
So we don't collect any gates in the Quarry Classic or anything?
Yeah. That's solely their money.
And now we will.
Well, no, it's always been in the lease, but I'm asking, Wall does not have anything like that. I don't know if they have any special tournaments. I don't, to me, it's like, does the borough need half of a?
Little League, you can't, Little League, you can't charge them.
Right.
There are times when the high school plays in those fields and they'll play a night game. So
Very,
varsity,
Very rare.
Yeah, like-
late.
okay, so no.
It changed over to the Cal Ripken situation, so maybe
A
these are
little.
different, yeah.
So again, we wanna keep it, just leave it as is?
And just not enforce it?
Yeah.
Take it out. You're not gonna force it, why have it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because 5 years from now, somebody sits and
Yeah,
puts
this is
this
gonna be a
and
5-year
says, oh,
lease.
man, we can bill them for the last
Right.
10 years.
Right.
We don't pay taxes.
Okay. And then this is the big one they asked, and I'll leave it up to you all. The soccer club right now is not allowed or put up any signage on their fences, and they say their funds are really bad. they would like to seek some sponsorships. Little League, in their lease on the right, is allowed to. And I have spoken with Michelle Barrett, they would have to go to the zoning board just to get approval. Right?
Which is the same mechanism as a little,
Yeah, which is in their lease.
that they must come
Yeah,
to zoning.
so Eric came to me and says, hey, can we ask if we can get that? And why, Wall can do it, can we? So,
Why not?
I
It doesn't hurt to
I
ask,
don't think
right?
there's an open, like a field around, like, drive through other communities, there's
That's not,
signs.
there's no
There's
signs everywhere.
advertising on
Now, where, my
Right.
50-cent question, are they putting signs out on the parking lot?
on the main
facing-
highway, it would be
nothing-
on
it would
the
have
actual
On the
chain link
fence
fence,
be on the chain
facing
link
in towards.
facing the fields,
Yeah.
not facing the parking lot.
Right, correct.
Okay. Yeah, because with that regulation, nobody's gonna see it,
Right.
but people that are actually
Right,
there.
Right.
and that's
at the
where,
fields.
that's whoever they go after.
I mean, I respect that these clubs are all struggling to raise funds.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one less time that they're gonna be knocking on my door asking if I wanna buy a card or a candle or a pizza kit.
So I can set in motion then that, they would have to go through zoning district court.
Right, the formal,
Yeah,
right.
just to make.
Yep.
I think that's it. You wanna make a motion to approve those changes?
Yeah, and then it goes to borough council, or do we?
Well,
we
yeah, I will
recommend- we
make the
recommend-
changes, I will send it to the soccer club, and let them know about the zoning board, and once they approve it, then it will come back to council.
Go back to council. Okay, so we'll entertain a motion to approve this lease made by Sally,
I'll second.
second by Randy. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, correspondence. The Wyomissing Area Education Foundation request.
So, did I send this out?
Yeah,
Yes.
this came up a couple months ago.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, so they're seeking a donation for their Blue Wave Party silent auction. They were mentioning maybe a family pool membership or a playground registration.
What did we do last time? They requested last year. Did we did,
It
Oh, I
ended
thought
up,
we gave those books, what was that?
did we give a
that was
guest book?
something else. I
Oh.
think it was for. I think it fell through because it was like a last minute request. And we
Okay.
Like they thought of something like being the head of the 4th of July parade. Or they
Oh,
were trying to
that's
do
right.
an experience.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Being the judge at the party.
Hanging up those flags is an experience.
That is an experience.
Certainly can do that.
We did the passes for,
Yeah, that was an
the
experience this
houses.
year.
We gave
Yeah, but there was something else too.
There was
I
something
feel
when they
like-
asked like if you could ride on the fire truck.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff they were.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're asking for either a family pool membership. That's a
Well, that's gonna change, the fee structure is
Fees a little
changing,
bit
right?
higher, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's a family? Is it family of 4? Is it family of 5?
Right,
Right.
are we changing the structure, was that already voted on?
No, we already did
Right, so it's not just,
that. Or,
That
you could just do a book
250
of
thing.
guest passes.
Yeah,
I would
why
do
don't we
something
just
like
do the
that.
guest passes?
Or if they want an experience.
Yeah, no, basically they were just asking for a pool membership or and again, I have to check with somebody to see if we're allowed to donate.
I have no
Give
idea.
a ticket, VIP ticket to the 4th of July parade. One with VIP
To
party.
ride with Vern.
They can come to say that.
Party at the Stonehouse.
Yeah.
What's that?
They get-
Invitation to the Wyomissing house?
Yeah.
That would be an experience.
they get an extra flag.
this is a new structure, I don't think the family pool membership is valid anymore, because we don't have that 250 thing anymore, right?
Yeah, but we have
So
different
that's-
levels. Yeah, we have
Right.
family memberships, but.
So whoever would win it, it would just be whatever, however.
Right, it could be very pricey.
Yeah, it's risky.
But we could do like a little, pool passes, tennis, we could do a little bit of each.
I always get
Recreation package.
I always get torn because we're a non-profit entity, so it's not like we're just writing this off to charity.
Yeah.
Because in there it talks about providing a tax letter.
Right, and I
We
told
don't
her-
need a tax
I
letter.
told her that, I said, we're,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it just becomes borough goodwill.
Pretty much. I'll let you guys.
So we
I mean,
should.
what influence
I
is
kind
the
of, I'm
playground?
kind of leaning towards no, but.
Okay.
Well, and then my 50-cent question is, does this open up 6 other organizations to now all start coming to us?
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, the borough's giving
Yeah.
away stuff for our, let's get some for our raffle from them. And I'm not trying to be cheap or
No,
cold,
I
but it's just
I don't know that it's our
We'll
place
just say it's
to
a
give
precedent.
away, it's not our money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
tax,
taxpayer money, I don't think.
well
it's
put,
our-
taxpayer money.
I don't think it's our position to do this.
Go with that.
I'll second it.
It's really nice to be asked.
So the consensus is no?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I will let her know in a very tactful way.
Thank you.
I'm sure.
Love you.
Yeah.
Okay,
One more
She
correspondence.
could get someone to donate a family pass to them.
Sure.
Or
That's-
someone want-
Mhm.
If someone wants to
Someone
spend
in
$250 to donate it to give to them,
I'll
they
buy
can
it.
sign
I
off.
mean, like a Bruder family who doesn't go to the pool all the time?
Right, we donate it anyway, we should only take the credit.
Don't just put it under someone else's
We're
name?
a family, and they're nuts.
So the last correspondence, just yesterday morning, I drove out to the Myers family and handed over our donation from the refreshments for Sleepy Hollow.
It's awesome.
And they were very grateful and thanks everybody here for that.
great.
Very
Awesome.
appreciative.
Yeah, that's great.
For those of you who were in at the lighting greens, we kind of had a little powwow at the end saying, you know, maybe we should donate this money to Anthony Myers family. It was 17 strong.
That was money left over from the ball fest.
How much was
Yeah,
it?
Hollow,
Cookie Hollow,
right.
it's $350.
Right now.
Yeah.
That's that?
Yeah, I think it's amazing. Yeah, that was great. And I'm sure they appreciated it.
Yeah.
Probably more than they could say.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Okay,
All right.
anything else? If not, the next meeting's February 18th at 7 PM. So, motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Anyone opposed? All right, see y'all next time.
All right?
Thanks for dressing up. Appreciate it.
Never did have a meal.
Before you know it. it's
No, we
gonna
never
be
did
like
get
May.
together.
Oh, no, yeah, we just talked about that.
Why did it go everywhere?
Have a good night.
Oh, it was.
I don't know. That was just
Yeah, it was funny. Sunday,
Got to the.
you know, I didn't do anything Saturday because of the snow.
And I looked back and
really wanna bring it
turns
back.
and in that like 2 seconds, I
Good night.
and fuel.
Good night.
And then this was like.